Okay. Okay. Is there any kind of like that's not really a wow. That's like a more like ah. Okay. There's there's no like wow. That's good. This might be the closest thing I can do. Just like IRL. Okay. I don't know what I can't tell you why. Hey, we're gonna get content ID. Type it, Heather.
Are the fightingest, beauty's killingest, the raiders stinkiest, way back home.
And now I can control the turrets. Huh? Heard that birds.
People of the Commonwealth, do
Huh.
not
Oh,
interfere.
Cherry.
Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
That is one awfully big airship. What the?
Wow, that is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of things.
That's really a large. Think they're compensating for something? What the heck was that? You okay, Carrie? Seem. Need to get you back to the truck stop and. Super mutant. Just blew himself up. You're after some radiated deer.
Going away,
Coroner be
otherwise.
doing that instead?
Something I want to do back home anyway. So we're going to have to pretend a few things. Because I got the Gravedigger mod. And as far as I know, you can only, like, create graves of, like, you know, obviously dead bodies. But the thing is, what we want to do will require us to actually take a body somewhere else, which isn't really a thing in this game. So, yeah. Like, there could be a second mod that allows us to do that. It looks like you repaired yourself. Oh.
Hey, can I talk to you about Kellogg?
Really, right now?
Can I have Kellogg's armor? The best story my dad ever read to us ended with the brave knight tearing the head off the evil dragon so he could wear it as a trophy. I want that. I want Kellogg's head on my belt, but I'm no fucking
I'm
raider,
sorry,
so I'll settle for the
kinda
best bits
blew
of
it
his
up.
armor if you let me have it. What do you say?
Don't walk away from me while I'm trying to... Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'll need to get to an armor
Whoa,
workbench.
what? Did...
I'm not very good at that kind of thing,
Is there an
but
echo?
good enough to hack up this armor and use what I want.
The echo doesn't quite sound like me. Any decorations? There we go. Oh, cool. Okay. So that's entirely fine. Okay, so we went back to the vault. I mean, we could just literally roleplay that, I suppose. Or we could just have it happen off camera. Since we can't, like, actually pick up the body in game. Let's just... This might be a good... I mean, we could have buried her, interesting iconography, but I'll allow it.
I'd hate being tied down. You know, farming potatoes and tinkering with water pumps all day. I love life on the road.
Maybe we should wait until the morning to... Or do we have, like, any, like, torches, maybe? That's still functional? I don't think it is. We're burying her here because this is home now, and the other home is just a shell of what it used to be in a lot of ways. So what time is it? I should probably sleep before actually. Oh.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Ellie, please, not right now. He's meowing. It's supposed to be a solemn moment. literally don't know what to say.
What's the angle here?
Ellie. You gonna get in there? Huh? Ellie, this is not. No! This is no time to be playing! If you're gonna play, do it by yourself. Like you usually do.
Humanity has fallen so since the bombs.
I guess I could tell you what the headstone actually says, other than is Naomi Miyazaki Rose, beloved wife and mother. Shouldn't it be raining? I love we said it was always raining during these moments like this. Yeah, I forgot to make the wow face when the airship showed up. I'm not putting this up. I also it just feels weird for Piper and Heather to just be roaming around rather than standing solemnly with Whimsy, but like Curie's the only one who really cares about us. As it should be. You know, we had a whole speech planned. It doesn't quite feel right. Ellie, please! You're not helping. You're really not. Oh. Well, Piper's here now.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
Where should I stand? Disrespectful. No! Damn it, I should get on with it. Like, it just... I don't know. No, I knew Naomi since we were in... Does elementary school even mean anything now? Like, I saw school in Diamond City. I don't know. Anyway, since we were in school together. We just... He was my best friend. And... we used to play dress up together, and that's kind of... well... I guess that might be as good time as any to tell you guys that, I don't know if this means anything in the wasteland. Is this even a thing anymore? I mean, there's gotta be some people like me, but there's no healthcare system to speak of. Maybe Kiri could explain it to you if you have any questions. And this ties into another story. It's pertinent. So I'm trans. That, in a nutshell, means I was assigned male at birth by... yeah. And had surgeries to, later in life to look more like the person I feel I am. Anyway, and she walks away. In lore, everyone, not just Curie, is here, paid in respects. Just the game doesn't allow us to really do that. Interesting that Curie seems to be the one to actually stick by us. Um, so when I finally came out to Naomi, well, first off, she wasn't very surprised, but then she's had to one up me by coming out herself as um, pansexual and polyamorous. It's like, oh, I think we should start seeing other people, together. I really don't know what to do without her. But just had to pull through somehow. We need to find Sean. Yeah.
I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has befallen the Commonwealth atypical, less extreme, more?
She's just busy at the chemistry station this whole time. Oh, I think I can actually. There we go.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
The town of Reedroke. Thinking of making it. There we go. There's I guess kind of a heads up. There's probably some things I'm gonna have to retcon from the story. We'll, I guess, speak more about them when we get to that. There's just certain things that the game that Whimsy would do differently. There are things that Whimsy would do that the game won't allow her to do. I don't even know if there's mods for that. Because, I mean, like, this is a fully voice acted story, and
Not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
that's fine.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
Oh, wow.
They're tall. Ever been up in the stands? Let's just say they can afford a lot of clothes.
Another physician. Tell me, where did you go to university?
University? You're not serious, right?
She is serious, and don't call her right. That's not her
See
name.
that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
I like to keep my distance from Piper. I'm always worried I'll trip and fall into that giant mouth of hers.
何にしますか?
Konnichiwa, Takahashi-san.
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
My friends say outsiders smell, but you don't smell at all.
Oh, thanks.
Mayor and his damn speeches. We give thanks to the wall.
Diamond City surplus!
Open on this side. On the other side.
We can, what we, huh? Listen to the Valentine's Detective Agency radio, which we can't because, well, we it's out of range for some reason.
Where's your son? What happened?
Oh yeah, there's. This is where Piper chirps in. I didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working at the Institute and he gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg.
We kinda killed him and severed his head and then exploded it for good measure. So whatever it is you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead on a door now.
Routine isn't getting us anywhere. Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending.
You were there for that.
The biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Well, it doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh.
What?
Brains. You know, we may not need the
okay.
man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, It'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Why is nobody like that? I mean, it's cold-hearted, but like it's freaking Whimsy.
Get hit in the head? I can relate.
There needs to be a mod that gets rid of that dialogue. I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. You know, when it exploded his head, there's this not entirely organic thing in there. I think back to it, it actually was kind of gross. I got...
What's with the hard look?
Oh,
Say
fuck
something.
you! Seriously, is there a mod that gets rid of this? I'm trying to actually read the dialogue that's there. And add to it. I don't even know what I searched for.
You gonna talk?
I am talking. That's the problem. I guess my curiosity got the better of me. He had this thing attached to his brain.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth. So
Yes, we can. We've got mods for that.
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me.
Okay, we're good. He's already recruited. Curry's already recruited. We're good. And unless you want to stay at the public, then that's fine.
Seen better days, hasn't it?
This world above ground is very confusing.
All ears.
Wow, it's already night?
Today's Halloween, but do we get treats? No. It's all tricks, all day.
Halloween again? Oh yeah, it's been like... It is Halloween. Does he have any dialogue for Christmas? Is that like actually are the plastic pumpkins like and gourds like actually Are holidays actually like built into the game? I think I ever noticed that before. Huh? Hey, kitty. Not sure what your name is. Have to ask around. Bum bum dee dum 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 bum bum dee dum. Where are we going? We're going. Good Neighbors is really difficult to reach by memory anyway. Bum dee dum bum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum. Also kind of weird that like Cyberpunk is actually set in the same year, or at least the game, the video game, is set in the same year that the bombs fell in Fallout. Like, it's also even more funny because I was kind of thinking of the idea of sort of making this a continuation of that play, of one of those two playthroughs. Like, it's just making her wife Judy. Or Panam. Panam might. I don't know.
I sure could use a drink about now.
Do not drink too much, otherwise you cannot drive on the streets or operate the heavy machines.
What?
One more obituary.
Not dangerous.
Do feral ghouls get obituaries?
Looking for the shooter.
Aim for the head.
Your pulse and vital signs are still within acceptable parameters. Creating evasive maneuvers. I would prefer if there was a whole lot less of that.
That all of them? What a good neighbor might not be too far from here. Where was this weather when we were having the funeral? I think it's...
I hear something. Someone there.
Oh, there we go. And of course we find it right away.
You hear millions of people lived in Boston before the war. It must have been so crowded. Like Fallon's basement when Becky has a sale.
Well, if you were spread out.
Hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody.
Oh, this is a shakedown.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. I'm laid off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for the mayor, fan.
First time I saw
Keep
Cleo,
letting outsiders
I
walk all over us. One day.
Got outside before I realized she was gonna melt my face with her eyelids.
This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Whoa!
No, I don't say that, huh? My heart over here. You alright, sister?
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on ya. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Hancock, nice to see you haven't lost your magic.
That storm didn't last very long. Might I take some of his things? I don't think he'll be needing them. I'll eat the food, though. Might get hungry. Guns, guns, guns. Assaultron?
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Let's see what you got.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
Probably left that behind. You never know when we're gonna need it, but how's you doing business again?
Oh, new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Sure, let's take a look.
It's a little bit of everything.
Oh, bother up on goggles. See how they look. I wear them all the time, like when we're working.
Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Where can you get dressed like that? Accuse your tailor.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs. Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
I don't know if they have tailors now, but it certainly looks tailored. Where are we going?
Don't let Nick spend too much time with Amari down in that lab of hers.
Follow the
He'll
robot.
start to get jealous.
Android or... I'll go with Android.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call. Were you going to say something?
Oh, I'm just looking for my options here. You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please, Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
The brain's still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast. I appreciate this, Nick.
You can
Nick.
thank me when
Nick.
you found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
It has been pretty good.
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded, It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick going to be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Now, as for how Whimsy is, well, she just had to bury her wife today, so... Just
Were you
him
going
and
to
he
say
compromising
something or
for this.
not?
Alright, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Hopefully there aren't going to be any substantial glitches from the same sex partner mod. I think I read that,
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
okay, what? Why is... Hey, all our friends are here as
This is the
shadows.
earliest intact memory I can find.
Okay. And there's something about the follower mod that's...
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of you.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in Temple.
Yuri, what are you doing in here?
There.
Piper!
Try that one.
Dream, and you were there? And you were there?
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs. things, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
States have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of us.
I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs.
Never thought a
I
reporter
fear
could
I may
consider
have to
themselves
delete some
a
of it to
success
store
until
my
someone
new
threatened their lives.
observations.
Me? I'm very successful.
I think just at the start. Okay. Just ignore them. They're not really here.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. You'll see. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta get...
I don't think they're following us. Immersion preserved.
How did you think this was going to end, Kellogg?
Immersion ruined.
You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Oh, my systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
Mind if we
Let me know
sit
if
down?
there's anything I can do
Suit
to lighten
yourself.
the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So,
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
you'll take care of people.
I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
And now it's some phase ruined.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
And what's that?
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured They were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
Mr. Kellogg.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Hard to believe.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Okay, this is the weird part. Hi, me. Not doing so great, huh?
This is the
The
one.
backup song.
Here.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Open it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you shot!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Sean?
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Right behind you.
What? How'd you end up in here?
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the... Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. Big crisis this time.
Gene therapy
New
really
orders for you. One of our scientists
carried over, huh?
has left the institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes.
Father?
Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to
I
relay
am
with
your
Shaw.
father.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see
Search
you
your
again.
feelings. You know it be true. What?
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, God, no, please don't tell me there's a... There we go.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I have this burning inside my skull. On fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain have just been pulled apart, connected to someone else, and then pulled back together. I injected you with a large stim pack while I was pulling you out. That should ease things. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellog's life, the man who ruined my family, the man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
I don't know if there's any right way to feel, either. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
I that Kellogg was supposed to track down Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
Maybe that's why he's there. Make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
We'll find a way to get for the reds, don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Looked like you were having a tough time in that memory pod.
You sure
Hope you're
manage to
feeling
find
okay.
your fair share of trouble, don't you?
Usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
They could quick save in mid-conversation. Better than Cyberpunk. Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. Vadim, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
Means that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old sewer tunnels, and what do I find? The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. Unfortunately, they found me just as quick. Turns out they were not fond of reporters. So, to atone for my trespassing, they decided to make a sacrifice to Adam. Me. kneeling there, about to get the boot into this huge sewer pipe, when suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
What an exciting life, it seems.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble, it's what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
It wouldn't happen any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet and unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here?
Oh, I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Oh, this doctor can help me? Greetings, doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Carry out a lot of pre-war research data, but you can't continue your important research as a robot.
Why not?
There are fundamental limitations in my robotic systems. I have no capacity for the human trait of inspiration.
I've never considered anything like you're proposing. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work. Her personality, though, all the extra pieces of robotic programmed decision-making, a normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
What do you know about synths?
To be clear, it may not work. But some synths have cybernetic enhancements that interface directly with their brains. The Institute must have found an interpreter for raw data. That's my hope, at least.
So it's possible, then?
Likely, even. We just need a synth. And I may be able to help with that. I've worked on synths before. Giving them memory wipes so they can live a life free of the Institute. But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong, it can leave them in a brain-dead state. Living, but with no cognition. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
I'd like to try.
We just need her caretaker's consent. Give me a day to get in contact with them. They're understandably cautious, but I think they'll hear me out.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
The caretaker should get back to me soon. She's not one to wait.
All right, then. I don't think I'll go out into the glowing sea about you, but... Well...
So, are these comic books educational? Anything of science in there?
Mostly science fiction.
Hopefully this caretaker will approve of the operation.
I also need to work on fixing up some power armor anyway. It might take about a day.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart. Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
Are you okay, Nick?
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head.
Nick, are you still in there?
What? What are you talking about?
You sound like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
See you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Holy fuck. Do you think some part of Kellogg might be alive inside Valentine? Jesus. You can never trust a synth.
Let's stay with Nick Valentine, then. Girls, girls, girls. Well, technically we have just two right now, but...
What's up?
Gather around. Let's kick the breeze back.
Have we, I think we only were told about the... whatever the hell it's called. Where we find Kate. I mean, I could just have us randomly run into it. Whoa, there's a squall warning. In a combat zone. Where is the combat zone? It's kind of... That might be the... I think it's... to the, northeast, or southeast, sorry. I'm honestly not sure how we're going to, like, be juggling around our companions. All I know is that, like, I kind of want to have a limited free. Because, like, difficulty levels and, like, I might crank up the difficulty to easy. Easy and see how well that works for us. The only problem is that a couple stray bullets could just freaking kill us, regardless of... Let's see, south...
so dead.
Show them.
Also, generally better to make Whimsy invincible, just more or less. Okay.
First mistake, last mistake.
Hey, they're here. Hold your own there, Blue.
Otherwise, I have to start role-playing, the concept of her constantly dying and coming back to life, which is...
Stay sharp. Never know what's around the next corner.
What's in here? Bum dee dum bum dee dum bum dee dum bum dee dum bum dee. Second. Are you tied up? Rule breakers. Disband. There's two to end in D at least. Two. Oh, there's one that ends in ED. Oh.
Buzz off.
The hell you looking at?
Oh. Huh. Rule 1. No fighting outside the cage. No caps, no entry. No begging, no loitering. Oh, where do I turn in caps? So, find out maybe.
And that concludes this round. Kate is the undisputed winner! And who's this? Wait, who let you? Lady, I'd find some cover, quick.
What?
Cards up, baby.
That one was ugly anyway. You're a regular artist. Jeff.
Done this hundreds of times. Think you'll be any different?
Everyone? Anyone else here? I have the high ground. It's over.
think they done out there?
We don't want any trouble. Not anymore, at least.
Oh, just peek your head up, you damn coward.
To heck with that. I'm too pretty to go out like this.
That are in our hands anyway.
So you wanna talk this out like civilized folk? Or are you just gonna bash on my theater some more?
I'm just gonna loot your
Hey,
clients.
you all done killing each other? You finished tearing the place up now?
I think so. Just gonna check.
Why don't you come over here, show us you don't mean no harm?
I'm already telling you I don't mean no harm. I don't mean any harm.
You finished tearing the place up now?
Don't know what you did to piss him off.
Look, whoever's out there, we were rooting for you the whole time.
I'm sure you were.
Look, whoever's... Is it over? Well, that could have gone worse.
I don't know. Seemed quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something? Why am I asking? Of course you are.
Still won the fight, didn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't gotta worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
I told you to quit calling me that.
Sorry, it just seemed that you guys might be in trouble.
Trouble? Nah. But keeping those idiots entertained was what kept the lights on. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do now.
To hell with them. More'll come. Just need a quick breather and I'll be ready to go.
Oh, breather? What? So you can slam more of that junk into your arm? Now, you know what? I think this was a blessing in disguise. You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Kate's work?
Well, she's clearly talented.
See? At least someone knows skill when they see it.
It ain't your fighting skills I'm concerned with. So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. No audience means I got no caps coming in. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability to me and to yourself. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? She goes with you, watches your back. Look, you'd be doing me a favor while I try to get the place back in order. What do you say?
Me. And her.
Why don't you want her to come with me?
Yeah, Tommy. Just why the hell you trying to get rid of me?
Look, truth is, all that junk, it's been making you careless. And I don't want to be the one doing color commentary when you finally hit the floor. All right? So just do me this favor. Both of you. Please.
Well, I'd like to know what she thinks.
Don't I get a say in all this?
That ain't how a contract works. Besides, you really want to stay here? No audience, no caps, no one to talk to, but yours truly.
Jesus. Point taken.
Atta girl. So, she's on board. Now what about you?
Sure, I could use more company.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this. It's the purse from the last fight. Exterminator's fee.
Now just wait a second. What exactly are you gonna do without me here?
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. Maybe find a less blood-soaked clientele. Now get the hell out of here. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird.
You're a real son of a bitch. You know that, Tommy?
You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
I like your accent. Keep your beefs on the streets. Bum dee dum bum dee dum bum dee dum. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep this cat going. As long as the game keeps loading.
The combat zone. No finer place to get murdered in all the Commonwealth.
It's actually kind of ridiculous that The Sims 3, with all of the DLC and shit it had, loads faster than this. Good. I imagine the engine is a lot older, because
This better be worth it.
What's on your mind?
any thoughts?
Rather be off murdering a pint, but this'll do.
That was it.
No problem.
Not much of a conversation, let's say. I get it.
I bet you didn't know this, but I carry the best alternative medicine products in the Commonwealth. Interested?
Have any goodies for me? Wow.
Always was a little
That
jealous
doesn't
of
look
folks
half
who
bad.
could craft something other than a paragraph.
You've got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
Oh yeah, I need to pull it down for a while. There we go. There we go. I get a bathtub in here. A weight bench for Kate. I need to move it up. more ceramic. I think we already have marked. Yep, we already have. We have Christmas trees. Right over the weapon bench. Or the armor bench. There we go. We got more keys. Well, all the kitties. Oh, puppies. We'll only need one puppy in our life. There we go. The first cat in space. The two things we love the most, cats in space. Did we already build a bunch of things that require power? time of day is it? I was like, a quick nap. What are you picking at my place? What's wrong with your face? Looks fine before. It's a Bethesda game with mods.
I'm a mighty, mighty man. I'm young and I'm in my prime. Yeah, I'm a mighty,
Hoping
mighty
this
man.
isn't gonna be a continuous problem. I don't think it was a problem before. It just suddenly cropped up here. Maybe her texture didn't load properly when we went into the cell. I hope those people who are hopefully still good. Bum dee dum 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 bum. What's that? Oh. Oh, already ready, so. Bum dee dum bum dee dum.
Wow, this place is a shithole. And here I thought it couldn't get any worse than the combat zone.
Yeah, it's. I guess it varies whether or not her face texture will load properly.
I've always liked it here. No bullshit, you know?
You're the one that wants to use G519's body? I just don't have the caps to keep her alive anymore. Life support ain't easy or cheap, you know? I was gonna pull the plug on her. What you're proposing sounds a little better. Better than letting her rot.
What do you think she would want?
Damned if I know. It's not like I even knew her before. Since G5 has no one else, for what it's worth, you have my consent.
Thank you. I know this must be difficult.
Yeah. I'll leave you to it.
Curie, let's begin. Curie, terminate all non-essential operations. All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's memories. G5's already been prepped.
I hope everything worked out okay.
Take long. Yes. There.
My chest. What is happening?
Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel so strange.
Listen to me. Can you hear me? What is your name?
My designation is Contagions, Vulnerability, Robotic, Infirmary Engineer. Or Curie.
That's really you, Curie?
Yes. You sound so different with these ears.
Good. Very good. Now let's test some cognitive functions. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
If I threw a baseball at your head, what would you do?
Move.
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Burrow was very old. He was the last living scientist in my section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, "Curie, you must..." And he died before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
Maybe grief?
This unit has no friends, but... there. My chest is tightening when I think of poor Dr. Burrow.
The operation appears successful. But I think it will take
You also
a
might
lot
be
of
hungry.
adjustment for your new friend. She may need your help to make the transition.
Thank you,
Well,
Doctor.
I know a lot about
For
transitions.
this opportunity. It is hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea.
Okay, Piper?
What can I do? Time for some travel fuel. Want one?
Everything okay between us?
Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in.
By the time we part ways for a while.
Suppose I'll head home then. But if you decide you want to get in some more trouble, you know where to find me.
We could stay at our place. Where to find you? Actually, I might need to leave a fair number of you behind.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Are synths susceptible to radiation poisoning? I would assume maybe? I just need to look this up. Well, first I'm gonna go follow up for companions. I think the wiki should have some information about on where to find a hazmat safe. Oh, Cambridge Polymer Labs.
May I be of assistance? Remember, to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new. What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
Don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel better. Calm. I will be fine. It is coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just bear with me. I am sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware.
Your body is pretty cute. I just wanted to tell you that.
What do you want? Yes?
How are we doing, Curie?
I find these traveling arrangements quite acceptable.
Any thoughts?
If I may be of assistance, you have but to ask.
That was it.
As you wish.
Oh, Curie was up here. There's your old buddy. Curie? I need to find you some better clothes. I think I might have some still on me.
Oh, I'm the type of gal who will never settle down. Where people are
Brotherhood of
frying
Steel,
potatoes
better
and
stay out
putting
of
'em
Good
in
Neighbor.
the ground.
All I'm
I'll
saying.
eat 'em and I'll sell 'em, but won't pick 'em off the vine because the open
you giving
road
me a
is where
present?
I lead.
Okay, there's blue tinted glasses. They look nice enough.
This good old life of mine.
Oh, we can. We have 3 levels now. just max out our intelligence. Oh, we are see if there's any I don't think we have radiation weapons just yet. Fusion cores last longer. That might be good. Well, let's just go ahead and max out our intelligence. It's intelligent and beautiful. Probably put the rest in the pistols. If I hazmat suit for everybody, that would be nice, but I don't think that's necessarily practical. So now we're finally caught up, more or less. Actually, I'd say more with where we left off. We're actually beyond where we left off in our previous playthrough, so I'm fairly confident that we'll probably have at least tackled the main quest before Son of Free Reload comes out. I'm gonna go ahead and bump up the difficulty to easy and just see how that feels. I'm not sure about normal. I do believe I have a mod that improves the companion AI too, so. I'll find you a better outfit than that. I mean, it looks nice enough, I suppose. Not quite sure if blue is your color. Might grow on me though.
You should get an umbrella. You don't want to catch a cold, do you?
Actually, if we only do bring Curiopus to the glowing sea, then we might need to turn our difficulty back down to very easy. Or just roleplay the idea that we found more than one hazmat suit out here.
Think they're still hiring? I could use a steady paycheck.
Hello there.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities.
Sure, I'm game.
Let's begin the interview. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
What exactly is polymer synthesis? Just we probably know what polymer synthesis is. We're a freaking engineer. Yeah.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position of researcher. Expect a bright future in polymer research. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful.
They are still hiring.
Alright, I'm gonna need to take have a bathroom break. Now is a good time. Be back in a bit. I need to find like some kind of public domain or loop or music loop or something, or music loops perhaps, to like make some kind of techno remix of bum bum dee dum bum bum dee dum. Or even better, dubstep. Bum 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 ding 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 bum 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 dee dum 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 bum 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 dee 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 bum 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 dee 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 dum bum dee 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 bum bum bum. Relative of yours, Carrie? Now you've got it.
Find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation.
Now Curie has suntan issues.
Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation. The genesis of Cambridge Polymer Labs lies in the research of a group of brilliant graduate students. John Elwood, Erica Woolham, and Wilfred Bergman met during their time together at CIT. This slide shows them at their graduation. Their research into nucleostrictive and piezoelectric polymers caught the attention of Colonel George Kemp in the fall of 2073. In the spring of 2074, the company was founded, with a generous grant provided by the Defense Experimental Research Project Initiative. The research produced here has resulted in several of the components used in the Liberty Prime project that led to the successful defense of Anchorage. The company enjoys a strong relationship with the military and welcomes your addition to the research team that helps build a better America. Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work.
I think your slide projector's
for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave.
I could try to repair it for you. Never mind then. Is it just gonna happen periodically? Can we like reload the cell maybe? I think that's what we need to do. That's probably the other problem. Maybe a problem of having multiple companions. I don't know. Nope, she still has the... I think Heather does too, maybe. Yeah, Heather does too. Dang it. If anyone has any idea if there's like any tweaks or anything I can do to make this not happen as much, that would be great. Okay. We don't have any markers to follow, so... Where are we going? I lost track of her. Huh, there you are.
Here is your lab coat and clipboard. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room. The research
Do you
staff
believe
will
in
greet
aliens?
you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention and welcome to the team.
Hey, why is all the armor...
Please enter the clean room.
Why is all the armor always clipping through our lab coats?
Please enter the clean room. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted
Looks
tasks.
like someone's been keeping this place spotless.
Staff will not be allowed to
That
leave
clicking
the
noise
lab
from your
until
pit boy
the
can't be
reasonable
good.
lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination sequence.
Woohoo. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Kate. Hydride and gold?
Don't think I want to work here after all.
Hydrochloric acid.
Never understood the use for all these crazy gizmos.
Come on, bro. I mean, everyone did. Yeah. Let's make a.
Do you believe in aliens?
Are you
Is this
crazy?
world sensing?
No way.
This world above ground is very confusing.
Feeling nostalgic or something? Could always get some caps for that, I suppose.
Okay.
Let me know if you want.
Okay, we maxed out our lockpicking skill just in time.
To help with that lock, or any lock for that matter. Getting into places I'm not wanted.
We showed them.
Than I was led to believe.
Cars are cool. That's what my wife kept telling me. Locked everyone in there. Header space is still wonky, so it's curious, but I think we should be able to.
Here is your lab coat and clipboard. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room. The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention and welcome to the team.
I think the
Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently, staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Huh. Okay, now.
I was expecting this place to be filthy.
Then now we're, due to faulty scripting, we're locked out. How are we supposed to? Nice frack. I mean, literally, there's a nice frack.
Don't think I want to work here after all.
Wait, no coal in here. Can we actually...
You have to wonder, are these new pharaohs? Originals? Have they been here since the bombs dropped? Long time to stay in one place.
Okay, are we gonna have to not no-clip our way into the lab? Supposedly release the lockdown. Have even fewer people with us? Hello, everybody.
I don't like this. Not one bit.
There's Heather. Can they follow us through a no-clipped? We're just gonna run in place. And the AI doesn't know what to do with no clip. Okay. Well, now no one's in here with us. Let's just reload our save. We can get at least one of our friends in here.
Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones. Consequently, staff will not be allowed to leave the labs until the piezonucleic lining project has been completed. Please report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Contamination detected. Please exit the clean room.
Carrie?
What do you want? I would be delighted to. I cannot get...
Oh, okay.
What the heck is polymer anyway?
I shall make this a priority. I can't reach that.
But you can. About that attitude.
Right. This'll do.
Well, I've got two of... Okay, I guess it didn't work. I guess it's you and me. Maybe. Where's...
I don't think I want to work here after all.
There you are.
Oh, my systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
Huh. There you go, Carrie.
you need something from me?
One thing you learned out here in Wasteland is that certain things are just considered racially insensitive. It doesn't really matter if we complete the project or not, but maybe. Hydrochloric acid. Lithium hydride and gold. Huh.
You should wash your
Thought I
hands
heard
after
something
that.
behind us.
It can be unsanitary to handle the deceased. It appears he was correct.
You're gonna regret it.
Enemy unknown.
Someone or something has
The turrets aren't hostile. At least.
Combat is quite vigorous exercise.
Barrels. Back off.
Missile enemies have been dispatched.
Whoa, whoa. You hear that?
Is Yahoo?
Okay, I think we need to go around this way. Alright, unidentified sample. It ends in S. There's lots of them. Believing it has more than 2. There's suits and scoops. Oh, okay. Whoa. Did we just let something out we weren't supposed to? Okay, that's very radioactive. I could open the door from this side too. Very radioactive. Please stay away from that general area. Spies. Doesn't start with S. That really gets rid of a lot of things. Oh, second try. Hey!
Keep your distance. Use these drugs for relevant ammo, caps, whatever you find, don't forget to share. Something's ghosting.
Oh! Positively glowing.
Jeez, easy. Stink.
What the hell? If they catch you, they'll eat you.
These appear worthless. Surely we can leave that behind.
Mixed up a... Oh, that's nothing. Need to find a way to get... We already went... Did we go that way? Nope, that's just already... Okay. Why does this keep happening to me? Perhaps C5. Find another way out. I think that if all the turrets are now.
Hold up. Found you.
Oh, great. Hi, Molly.
Mean that's it?
Oh, we finished the quest. We already found a way out. Where the heck is the hazmat suit? These have labels on them. Okay. Stand up in section C4. Probably should head to section C4 first. Are you kidding me? What the hell? It does say section C4, or that did, so this would be C5. I can't seem to find the hazmat suit anywhere. I think I've been lied to. Maybe this is the area it's talking about? There are shelves here. Oh, there we go. We're probably just gonna say we're going in there by ourselves. Since it's just...
Gotta be something of value on him.
It'll take far too long to ask everyone individually to stay put. Okay, I gotta remember how to get... Maybe it's downstairs? Yes, it is. Okay.
Kate, you should take it easy on the cows. You look like shit.
Funny. I could say the same thing.
But on the last bit? I should probably get out of here. Okay. There you go.
Perhaps we can find some useful data here.
Oh, lithium hydride and gold. Isn't that what we actually need? Yep. I don't actually need to do this, but you know, it's for science. Also for as cytonucleic power armor chest. That actually might be kind of helpful. I know this Caliente's... I mean, I don't know. It looks mostly good. About jumpsuit is kind of... It's still the best. I need to take some right away. What is that pill icon? Oh, that's just a temporary buff. Okay, or death buff. Impact. Drags.
Stay back.
Damn it.
So violent.
Gotta be something of value on him.
Guess we get some valuable things from these things.
Remember, you can never trust a synth. You might find one that seems nice enough, but they're machines, killing machines.
Synths are nothing but institute lackeys in sheep's clothing.
Oh, I see you every night, babe, and I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular mama, and I'll put that gun away. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down.
Huh. A gunslinger. Your body pins never break. Hell yeah. We better worked on an engineering perk. Or engineering skill. maybe I should talk on this stream about my feelings about the default perk system. Like, the perk system in Fallout 4 is, like, in concept, it's very sound. Because I like the idea of them sort of taking the skills and just making them, you know, streamlined. Because a lot of the skills are just, like, are basically perks. And that's actually kind of a cool concept, because basically the problem with the skill system as it is, like, it's kind of fine, but it's numbers heavy. And, like, what does putting 1 point into a skill give you? So, like, for things like lockpicking, it doesn't really give you much of anything. Like, maybe it makes lockpicking the locks that you currently can lockpick a little easier by, like, a certain degree. That's what I imagine. I don't know if hacking really does much, since hacking is a very different kind of difficulty. Like maybe each point in lockpicking would make the sweet spot a little better, a little wider, basically. At least in Fallout 3 in New Vegas. I don't know about if the mod that I'm using to add skills back, I guess the one advantage of having skills like this is that you can actually get your skills leveled up. Oh, like, I can now pick master locks. Like, the way the game is designed, I almost certainly should not be able to pick master locks now. But I have the option because there's no level gates to improving particular skills. And the level gates I don't really mind, per se. Like, they're a valid design choice. But, yeah. Also, I have a little bit of a question for anyone watching who cares to comment. Is Whimsy, like, is hearing me go back and forth between my natural voice and Whimsy's voice, like, fine? Like, does it not feel weird or uncanny to you at all? Because I'm considering just keeping this avatar around. Because I like the idea of potentially, depending on the game, like, I have some possible things I could do for Persona 3 and Persona 3 Rebirth and Final Fantasy, not Rebirth, scratch it, reverse it. Persona 3 Reload and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I'm not gonna go into because I don't want to spoil the potential surprise, but I do have a feeling that, like, the thing I like most about, like, role-playing female characters, at least in certain games, here dress up is not quite as, maybe because of the armor stuff, but I like dressing up my characters in the game. That's part of the reason, besides being non-binary. So, like, be able to kind of cosplay, even though it's going to require a bit of extra work on my part to apply textures, find an outfit that closely resembles it and try to apply some texturing work to it. But yeah, I don't know if, like, I could try to just apply the Whimsy voice across the board and just be like, hey, Whimsy's playing the game and she's talking the way she talks. Like, that would be kind of my option. It's just that there would be, like, it would take some getting used to for me. There could be a degree to which it would just be like, okay, as I'm just playing and commenting on the game, I'm gonna use Whimsy's voice. When I'm interacting with the chat, I would use my voice. That could be one thing. Here, like, when I'm just interacting with chat or just talking to my audience, so to speak, I could use my natural voice. That could be a thing. Or I could just use Whimsy's voice all the time and try to get used to doing that. But I seem to be getting more views and more likes when I am using this avatar. I mean, we'll see if I get retention of the people who I'm gaining as subscribers. If I switch back to the male avatar. Hey, like, I like Whimsy. I'm glad you guys like Whimsy. For future roleplays, in particular Baldur's Gate 3, if I decide to return to it, it'll probably be maybe a year or so. Like, if there's like if they like do a definitive update, that's probably my main thing. Since I played the heck out of it. Like, I played it 3.5 times, all on stream. So there's gonna have to be a lot of updates before I play it again. Or I just have nothing else to play, and I really think like returning to it. I feel like returning to it. Like, I could try to do another Whimsy roleplay of it. That would be another option, but there's also a character named Melody who I'd like to try and roleplay. Anyway.
Action. I'm betting we'll find it here.
I think it's gonna be a little more fun dressing Curia. If we actually get to look at her, we really get to look at ourselves as often.
And they sell just about everything, but none of it is scrap. A bit of everything.
Dang it, she didn't have the glasses anymore. We have plenty of fusion cells. We should be good for a while.
I let John cut my hair
Every
one
piece in here
time.
is worth what I
Like a
charge
raider
for it.
when you
No
go.
argument.
I don't think I
bit
saw
of
any
everything.
other outfits. Army helmet, Coast Guard hat. Oh, look at anything
Don't
like
be
it
caught
looks
dead.
don't.
Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Free shopping right here.
Your friend looks like trouble. Make sure she's not.
Okay, sure you're just gonna look like that for a while? Do I need to actually look into how to fix the blackface issue? There's a problem for...
A drink, you idiot. I want a drink. Bloody machines.
Okay. It's having two different resolutions of textures over each other. And now she looks fine. And she looks fine. It seems like going to the Red Rocket seems to...
The roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the scorps are the stingingest, the dogs are the bitingest, the muti's killingest, the raiders
If
stinkiest.
you wanted to make me a second printing press while you're
May as
at
well
it.
take a look. If you were looking for heaps of garbage, you're in luck.
Way more turpentine or paint cans. Get some more aluminium. Make a jetpack. Uh-oh, there's a kitty here. Probably wait until the day. Actually, your dress really is, yeah, growing on me a little bit. Although we're going to change it to a hazmat suit.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
You need something, yes?
I think she used at least one ammo per. Just in case. You should have infinite, but.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Wait, Ellie, I need to do some things with the keyboard. Oh, here. Let's have her in the center of it. Dang it. Go somewhere where you look good. I mean, you look good anywhere, but it just looks weird to have you just standing around doing nothing. There we go.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
If I ever
suppose
need
that's something
repairs,
worth building.
you seem more than capable
Whatever
with
it
your
is.
tinkerings.
Ooh, it adds burning damage.
Please, let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is, of course, for science.
I should have gotten the.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Oh, we're gonna need to find a lot of things.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
All this walking's wear me out.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
The other thing I guess I want to
Oh boy,
discuss.
that's a lot of metal. Let me know
Um,
if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Which location is closest to the glowing sea? Maybe ball 81? Sort of. Probably gonna call it a night soon.
Think about your hero when you're at ground zero and for all
I think I have any. Anything interesting in their shop? I think I might just roleplay the idea in general that everyone has hazmat suits. That we found more than just the one.
I know that people still call home. Kind of weird that they still want to stay out here all by themselves.
I heard Austin's making a quick recovery. You're getting to be a regular around here.
Katie Pinn is the teacher here in 81. You should stop by her class. She's big on learning from outsiders.
Boom, boom, dee boom, boom, dee. No, it's bum, bum, dee dum, bum, bum, dee dum. I don't think he ate it
I
yet.
have
We'll
made some
wait until we're
medicine for you,
closer.
if you like.
Well, thank you.
I find these traveling arrangements quite acceptable.
That's all.
Not a problem. Let us continue our journeys. May I be of assistance?
Let's just. Look good in the lab coat. Suits you. Let's see if we can find you something you. I don't know if the store's open yet. I think it close early.
Still can't believe they found an entire new section of the vault.
Three bottle caps. And Jangles the Moon Monkey. Which has some components that we could use. Oh. Gonna sleep for a very long time. Put ourselves into cryogenic stasis again.
cruise. Anything I can get you today? Great. I have all sorts of odds and ends.
Overseer's Guardian. I have quite enough for that. Oh, there goes our sound. Okay, so we went all the way over here. Looking for something with a pre-war feel. We'll just leave the boat and then we'll save and have a kitty on our lap that nobody can see. She is only for me to see. No one else deserves to see her. Except maybe your grandma. Oh, there's Carrie. Oh yeah, I should try to explain. I mentioned earlier the idea that basically when I saw that Sean had pink hair, I was like, okay, that's an interesting choice for. Like the genetics system in the game. Then I thought, well, like the idea that this occurred to me in that moment is like, maybe, like maybe in 2077 they have like gene therapy that can actually, like just change your hair different colors permanently. Which could also explain why her hair remains pink, even though, like, we probably wouldn't have access to any kind of hair dye. I mean, I guess you could create her own. She does have an ingenuity, but like, in order to explain how Sean would have pink hair, it's like literally she had her genes altered so she could have pink hair. I'm not sure if having your genes altered to make her more female would be viable, really. And now it's Heather singing, but no one can hear her. Okay. Our time is unfortunately up. I mean, I could continue with the speakers, but I need to get some sleep anyway. My Apple AirPods are up for a mandatory, especially this game, because it doesn't like me changing my audio hardware. Ellie doesn't like it either. I kind of wonder if that gets picked up by the microphone now that I've changed my noise reduction method. Anyway. What? I need to I need to move around to exit the stream, Ellie. And I can't even see what I'm doing here, so... No need to hiss about it. You're fine. Okay. Boop. Okay, so there's a bunch of things you can do to take a few seconds of your time, as well as some other things that are a bit more involved. But of course, all of that is completely up to you. And regardless, I thank you very much for watching. And until next time, sayonara.